Time now for our main event. 12 rounds in the welterweight division. Ortiz, Berto. 2. Vicious Victor Ortiz versus Andre Berto. And a look at the tail of the tape. These two men met 5 years ago in what Ring Magazine called the fight of the year.
Victor Ortiz has the age advantage. He's younger, he's taller. The weight is right on. Victor has a little bit more reach. It's a pretty even matchup. Looking forward to a great fight.
It's not just a fight. It goes to the core, their identities. Berto's worst night was Ortiz's best. Berto's telling us this was a fluke. Ortiz is telling us the only fluke was he didn't knock Berto out when he had the chance. We'll see tonight what's left of them as fighters, but also in a certain way as men.
Time now to go inside the ring for the introductions. Here's Ray Flores.
From StubHub Center here in Carson, California, Premier Boxing Champions now features the main event live on Fox. 12 rounds in the welterweight division. The 3 judges ringside are Kermit Bayless, Max DeLuca, and Thomas Taylor. And the referee in charge when the bell sounds, Jack Reese. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the navy and the whites with the green trim. His professional record, an outstanding one. 30 wins, 23 of those coming by way of knockout against 4 losses. Fighting out of Winter Haven, Florida. He is the former champion. Please welcome Andre Berto. And across the ring, his opponent fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the colors of the Kansas Jayhawks, blue, red with silver trim. As a professional, 31 wins, 24 of those coming by way of knockout. Opposite 5 losses and 2 draws. Joining us from Ventura, California, by way of Garden City, Kansas. He too is a former champion, presenting Vicious Victor Ortiz.
Ortiz taking on Berto. No standing 8, no 3 knockdown rule. The referee or doctor can stop the fight, and the fighter cannot be saved by the bell in any round except the final round. Andre Berto, for 2.5 years, he was the world champion. His title taken away by Victor Ortiz.
The only thing Berto didn't have at that time, he wasn't Manny Pacquiao, he wasn't Floyd Mayweather. Other than that, he was the class of the division. He's looking to get that back, and that's the man he blames for taking his prime, Victor Ortiz.
Ortiz, in his last 5 years, he's only fought 5 times. He's 2-3 in those fights, all 3 losses by knockout.
Both fighters taking their time right here, trying to figure each other out, trying to get warmed up.
You see the difference now between kids and older guys.
Exactly. Patience.
Andre Berto in his last fight, a 12-round unanimous decision, lost to Floyd Mayweather in Mayweather's final fight. One judge had Berto losing every round. But Berto has gone through some health issues. He had liver problems. He had kidney problems, bacteria in his body because of his experimentation with a high-altitude simulator, according to Andre.
Which he used in the lead-up to the first Ortiz fight. So basically, he blames everything that went wrong, certainly in his career, with his experience with Victor Ortiz. Ortiz, for his part, he said, I looked into this guy's soul. We'll see.
Berto has a fast snapping jab. I think he has to snap that out a little more. Keep Victor on the outside and don't let him come in.
The fighters taking their time, feeling each other out here in the early rounds.
It's worth mentioning, too, that Victor Ortiz was once considered the heir apparent to Oscar De La Hoya. His loss to Maidana, I think, really haunts him.
Also broke his jaw in a loss to Josecito Lopez, which forced him to miss 2 years with that broken jaw.
Berto seems to have a little nervous energy right here. He's a little jittery on his legs, it seems to me. He needs to relax a little bit and just let everything flow.
So much must be going through the mind of an Andre Berto when he stands across the ring from the man that derailed his red-hot career.
Berto complaining about a headbutt right there.
Time out, time out. Let me see when you got it.
Little blood trickling down.
Some blood on the top of Ortiz's forehead. Some blood on the chest of Andre Berto.
I got a righty and lefty. I got an accidental headbutt. Victor's got the gash. It's above the hairline.
It's a bad gash.
Are you good? You need a second? You good?
Now blood just pouring down into Ortiz's face.
That's a fighter's worst nightmare, to get it cut by a headbutt in the first round.
Right there, though, it blinds you. It's not below the eye, it's above.
Carlos Vargas is the cut man for Victor Ortiz. He will have his work cut out for him.
That's common when a lefty fights a righty. They both step in, both their lead foot is in the lead foot, as in the front, and they tend to bump heads.
13 seconds remaining in the first, scheduled for 12. The winner of this fight with a golden opportunity for a world title shot. Adversity early for Victor Ortiz. Round 2 scheduled for 12 rounds. Victor Ortiz, Andre Berto, both former world champions. There's a short left hook by Ortiz, getting through. Now Ortiz, blood in his face, quicker pace to start this second round.
I think Victor should be the aggressor in this fight and really back Berto up. You can't let Berto be comfortable.
He's hit him again with that left hand, that straight left. Now he's not wasting any time.
Berto still seems to be a little jittery in there. That's why he's not reacting too good to those left hands, because he's not relaxed.
You were so relaxed in your last fight, Danny, against Guerrero. Although Guerrero came at you from the very beginning, you fought off your back foot, something we weren't accustomed to seeing.
Yeah, man, I'm just like a chameleon, you know, showing the tricks and trades as I go on and taking my time and showing a new dimension in my fight game.
Danny, what does a guy in Victor's position who's cut early and badly have to do?
I think he has to back Berto up. I don't think it's a good idea for him to be on the outside, because it's going to give Berto confidence. See, if he steps in and land those overhand lefts, he can hurt Berto, but he's on the outside and you don't get that much power when you're backing up.
He's connected on a couple this round, those left hands.
This fight not going according to convention. We thought that Victor Ortiz would be the bull in this fight and Berto more of the matador, but Ortiz, very technical fight. Jabbing downstairs, jabbing upstairs, circling.
I don't see Berto doing much bullying. He's still feeling him out. He wants to box. He's going to take his time no matter what. There he goes. But Victor's fighting very, very well, controlling most of the distance, apart from the clash of heads.
He's boxing good, stepping around, landing some left hands, taking his time.
His feet look light.
Berto still seems to be a little bit, he has to shake it off, man. He has to wake up. It's a big fight in his career.
Berto looks tighter to you, doesn't he?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Early rounds, only the second round. Andre Berto, well decorated during his boxing career from Winter Haven, Florida. Born in Miami, comes from a pugilistic background. Father, a mixed martial artist, owns training centers in Winter Haven. Brother, a mixed martial artist. And Berto, is that a slip? No,
that was a knockdown.
Straight left hand.
That was a straight left. Knockdown.
Hey, give me your gloves, bro.
Victor Ortiz, blood pouring down his face, scoring a knockdown in the second round. Andre Berto shakes his head and walks back to his corner. Victor Ortiz, after he broke his jaw against Cecito Lopez, took 2 years off. He was on Dancing with the Stars. He did movies with Sylvester Stallone, The Expendables. But he's dedicated, or rededicated, his life to boxing for the next 2 or 3 years. He feels like a win against Berto will get him an opportunity at a Danny Garcia.
Or a Keith Thurman, or a Kell Brook, or a Sean Porter. A lot of guys out there.
And I'm ready for whatever. Just put him in front of me.
Third round scheduled for 12. Andre Berto knocked down in the second round. Victor Ortiz has been very patient and relaxed.
The Victor Ortiz I remember is from the Collazo fight and from the Mayweather fight. Both disappointing fights. The guy I'm seeing tonight, this is the guy people wanted to see throughout his entire career.
Yeah, he's a lot more focused. Like I said before, he came in here with a game plan, and he's sticking to it. He's keeping his composure. He's boxing good. I think Andre Berto thought that Victor was going to be the aggressor, he was going to be the boxer, but it looks like today Berto's the aggressor.
Ortiz knocked out by Collazo, knocked out by Floyd Mayweather Jr., knocked out by Josecito Lopez.
His jaw broken in 2 places by Josecito Lopez.
There's a right hand missing by Berto, but he shows quick hands.
In the lead up to this fight, I was taken with all the regrets and the grudges that Victor holds. He's upset at the media. He's upset at the presumption that he wanted to be an actor more than he wanted to be a fighter. This night, he said, will be the proof that he's still a fighter first. So far, he ain't acting.
Berto has to be careful walking straight in. He's walking straight in. He has to use a feint or a jab or something.
But you can see Berto starting to find his rhythm now, getting looser, not as stiff in the third round as he was in the first 2. Maybe that knockdown cleared his head.
Sometimes it takes a big shot to wake you up.
See Victor using that jab to the body. It's a very effective tool, especially to establish the distance.
Berto just landed another straight left hand down the pipe. I mean, excuse me, Victor Ortiz.
And that's what that jab to the body does.
Berto, mouth open. Trying to cut off the ring. Ortiz taking his time, falling with that right hand. Accidental headbutt in the first round gave Ortiz a gash on his forehead.
Stop, nobody punch. Nobody punch, step away, step away.
You know, the first fight, Ortiz hit him with a lot of right hands, right hooks, right uppercuts. This fight, he's using the left, the straight left. It's like the punch that Berto didn't count on.
One of the best shots, straight shots.
Andre Berto wants to send Victor Ortiz to the movies quickly. The fourth round of this welterweight fight between Victor Ortiz in red, white, and blue and Andre Berto, 2 former world champions. After Ortiz took Berto's title, he lost to Floyd Mayweather Jr. in his first event. Uppercut. Ortiz is down, and he's hurt.
4,
Gets to his feet,
5,
clears his head. It was
7,
quick.
8, are you okay?
2:30 to go. Shades of Ortiz, Berto won. Second knockdown, Ortiz in trouble. Berto closing in. Berto left hook. Measures. Berto, right hand. Block the left hook.
Stop, nobody punch.
Ortiz. Wobbly, foggy, right hand Berto. Can he finish him this time? Another left hook. Ortiz is down again.
Look at me, 3, Vic.
Ortiz.
4,
Doesn't know where he
5,
is.
6,
Ortiz.
8, 9.
And it's over.
It's
You
over.
just beat. You want to continue?
Is it?
Wait.
You want to continue? Look at me.
It's over. Andre Berto. Redemption.
Jack Reese asked him, do you want to continue? He did not get an answer. No answer from Victor Ortiz.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official time, 1 minute 14 seconds of the fourth round. Referee in charge, Jack Reese, stops the contest for your winner by knockout, Andre Berto.